that. Why am I this way? Why am I this way? The next morning, we headed to breakfast where I had the most fresh and delicious smoked salmon as well as eggs Benedict. After that, we headed back to the room so Jessica could start getting ready for Taylor, and I wish I had better pictures and videos to do this costume justice, but she handmade the entire thing and it looked so cool. This robe is so intense. Like what? I need the hood for the robe. I feel like I'm going to karate or something. So Jessica just left to head to Taylor Swift with her friends, and I obviously am not going to Taylor Swift, not because I don't love Taylor or wouldn't go, but their tickets were super expensive, and even the cheapest tickets, which are like standing room, they're floor level but they're standing room only, they're like $600. So I was like, I do like Taylor, and if it would have been $100 or $200 I would have done it, but not for $600+ dollars. I took a nap while she was getting ready because I was exhausted. Just after breakfast I just passed out. Breakfast was really good though. But I'm about to go hike up to Arthur's Seat is what it's called, and it's this area where you can like overlook Edinburgh. I think it's like a 2-mile hike, but it says it's like kind of tough, so I'm gonna do that. There's like a trail along, and it's like an old caved-in volcano or something. So that is the plan. That way I get a little exercise. Anyways, I will see y'all on the trail or wherever I end up going. On the way to the trail, I passed the Holyrood Palace, which is the official residence of the monarchy when they're in Scotland. I especially enjoyed the gift shop because they had so many cute corgi items, and I got a corgi Christmas ornament. Only slipped and fell once so far. We still have a ways to go on these stairs, so there's still time. But actually, the rocks are way easier to walk on because my shoes like grip to them. But when I slipped and fell, I was actually on just like sand with little bitty pebbles, and my feet just said whoop,
And thankfully it was a slow controlled fall, and I caught myself with my hands and didn't land on my tailbone, because they would have to helicopter me down this trail if I landed on my tailbone again. And the tailbone 6 months later is still not okay. It's so beautiful though. I'm so glad I got to do this. That's where I was earlier. And actually this is the lower part. Pretty good hike and a great workout. I got 3 miles in, and I'm gonna do a lot more walking, so hopefully get about 6 to 10 miles today. I do need to go find food though, because all I've had today was that little bit of breakfast protein shake with collagen, and that's it. And I currently am dying because I had to pee before I started the hike like 2 hours ago. And I need water because I didn't have water the entire time. Although I Ubered to the beginning of Arthur's Seat or to Holyrood Palace, I decided to just walk back to Edinburgh city centre and then on to Dean's Village, which was another 3-ish miles away. I did finally stop in the convenience store for some snacks and water though. Dean Village is a historic area known for its picturesque streets and riverside location. It can get very busy, but because I was there so late, I was pretty much the only one around, which made it even more peaceful. By this point, I was absolutely starving and my phone was about to die, so I found the first place I could that was open, which happened to be sushi, and went there. However, I did see on the sign that it was cash only, so I had to turn around, find an ATM, get some cash, and then go back. I love using leftover currency as a souvenir though, so I was pretty happy about this. I will say the best way to not spend too much money is to bring only a limited amount of cash, because this kept me from going completely overboard. I was able to get a bottle of sake, some chicken yakitori, and what was surprisingly some of the best sushi I've had in a long time. Okay, the lighting is really bad in this room, and I apologize because I'm using my front camera so I can see. That. Why am I this way? Why am I this way? That was like Iceland all over again, except at least that time when I was in a car, which I don't know if it's better or worse. When I took that route that wasn't a route, and I drove up that freaking mountain thing towards a glacier in a 2-wheel drive car and on a road that wasn't actually a road yet. Yeah, so as soon as I walked out of the sushi restaurant, which was phenomenal by the way, anyways, as soon as I walked out of the restaurant, my phone dies. So I couldn't Uber back. I didn't really know where I was going. I was like, cool, I'm about to have to walk like 2.5 miles back, which not a big deal. But I had already walked like 7 miles, 8 miles, I believe, at that point. So my feet, tired. It was cold, just starting to sprinkle. We are staying at Fingal, which is in Leith, like by the port, of course. At the time, I was in Dean Village, which the river Leith flows through it. So I was like, I'm just gonna follow the river because eventually it'll lead me to the ocean. And then from there, I'll be able to see the cranes at the port. And it sounded great in my head, which I guess it kind of was probably the right direction, but I started to get worried. So I saw this random lady walking a dog, thank goodness, sweetest lady ever. And I was just like, hey, can you tell me how to get back to the Fingal, which is actually not from Edinburgh. So I was like, well, just like the city center, like the castle area. She's like, oh yeah, you're not going the right way, which I mean, obviously I knew because I'm trying really to go to the port area. But she's like, I have to walk the dog for at least an hour. So she's like, I'll actually walk you up that direction back towards the castle. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. She ends up walking with me for an hour. Sweetest lady ever. So thank you, Michelle, for just being absolutely amazing. And it was so fun to talk to her. And I don't really ever get to talk to locals when I travel just because I'm really, really shy, but like I had no choice but to ask. So it was really cool talking to her and chat with her. So that was a good experience, even though it was because I was lost, or basically lost. So anyway, she gets me back to exactly where we stayed the first night, here. And I'm like, okay, cool. I know where to go from here. I thought they should have done was just stopped at the McDonald's we went to the first night, because they actually had little power bank things you could rent, and I should have just like charged my phone for a little bit and then Ubered back. I was like, no, it's fine, I can figure it out, because I have a really good sense of direction when I can see landmarks or based on maps. Like, not even, I can, like, paper map. If somebody would have given me a paper map, if I could have found a paper map, golden. I love paper maps. I couldn't find anything. So anyway, she gets me back to the point where I, like, right where I went after I hiked the Arthur's Seat today. So I was like, oh, this looks familiar. Like, so from there, I'm thinking I'll be able to figure out. And at that point, that's when she had to leave and go off her own direction. But like I said, she had walked with me for an hour, and so sweet. Like, she didn't have to do that. And I know she went out of her way to do it. And that was just, people, I get frustrated with people, but some people are truly, truly amazing. And she's one of them. She's like, go this way, go straight, and then you'll hit it, and you'll see the cranes and see the port, which was my plan all along. I'm walking for a long, long time. I finally see a lady at a bakery, and I was like, can you please tell me if I'm going the right way to the Fingal? She didn't really know what the Fingal was, so I was like, the port of Leith? So she said, same thing, go straight, cool. So I go straight, I get all the way to the end. I see cranes, and I'm like, I did it. But when I get there, and I'm walking along by the tram, so I'm like, I've got to be close, but I didn't remember seeing a tram go right in front of our ship, which apparently it did. I just never got to see it. So I'm walking, and then I take a right, because I thought I was supposed to take a right, and it's like a dead end. Like, it ends at like a different ship. It's like, oh no. So I was like, well, maybe I have to get around that, and it's more right. So I turn back around again, go the way I just came again, go down another road, and I walk like 10 plus minutes down that road, and I'm just like, I still don't see anything. This doesn't seem right. Finally, I see a lady. Thank goodness people are here nice, and not everybody has to be completely on guard, because if somebody stopped me at 11 p.m. or almost 11 p.m. at night and was like, excuse me, can you help me? I would have been like, you're about to murder me. But she was so sweet, and she helped me. And I was like, can you please tell me where the Fingal is? And she's like, oh yeah, you're close, but it's back the way you came. And I was like, of course it is. And actually I was like 5 minutes away when I got to where I saw the cranes, but I didn't know, because I was looking right and it was actually left. And I was like, okay, thank you so much, but like, do you mind showing me on a map, because I need to see it on the map? And she's like, yeah. She shows me on the map, and I was only at that point 12 minutes away. Mind you, at this point I've been walking an hour and 30 minutes on top of the other 8 miles I've already walked today. So I finally get here, and I'm rushing. I'm trying to hurry, because I don't know if Jessica's been texting or calling me, worried about me. I don't know if she's already back here and trying to get into the room and thinking I'm dead. Like, I was more worried about her worrying about me than anything. Anyways, I get here. 1 hour, 45-minute walk, and probably an hour of that, probably 45 minutes of that was me just going in the most out of the way wrong direction with a dead phone in Edinburgh by myself at night. I'm never not taking my power bank. I have my power bank. I'm using it right now, but I didn't take it because it's like I couldn't fit anything else in my little crossbody thing. So I was like, it'll be fine, because I didn't know I was going to be gone until 11 p.m. That was a freaking adventure. That was stressful. It got a little stressful. At the end, because there was like not many people in the streets, and I was by myself, and I was like, it's pretty safe here, but like, you just never know. I did want to ask sooner for help, but I was like, well, I'm not going to ask a random guy on the street, because he's going to know oh, she's lost, her phone's dead, she's alone, you know? I just had to scope out the right person, and maybe that's profiling or judging or whatever, but if you're a woman, you understand. Like, I'd rather ask a woman who looks nice. Anyways, so today I walked 30,000 steps. I can't remember the last time I walked 30,000 steps in one day. 80 flights worth of stairs, 12.34 miles, and all my rings are just crazy. 30,935 steps, 12 miles, 12.35 miles, 80 flights climbed. Let me eat some chocolate because I deserve it. That was a day. And I didn't leave here. The bad part, I didn't get out of bed really and get up and do things other than breakfast this morning. I didn't leave here till after 5 p.m. So between 5 p.m. and 11 p.m. I did basically 30,000 steps. Anyways, I'll stop complaining, but look how cute this is. Doesn't look as cute in the front camera, but this is the miso caramel. It's good. Tastes like caramel chocolate. I mean, it is good. That's probably all for the Scotland vlog. Not sure, but it is our last night here. We do still have 2 tickets to tour the Royal Yacht Britannia. So maybe we'll do that in the morning if we don't train back to London to catch a flight. Hopefully we can fly out of here though, we'll see. Like I said, this is probably the conclusion of the Scotland vlog. Not sure. If not, I'll see y'all later. If not, I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. I truly appreciate y'all, and I'll see you on our next adventure. Say goodbye. Bye, Fengu. Jessica's got a seat. I'm still waiting to see.